Brad, you're one of the most experienced riders in the paddock, but at the same time, I feel like you have a lot of power and potential that you still want to show us. So do you feel the same way? How do you actually feel in the paddock right now?
Well, it's funny because I never thought at 30 years old I might feel a little bit old. But to be honest, you know, I feel like I've been in MotoGP for a while now, but I feel like I started yesterday. So I'm sure, as you remember, it feels like it flies by. But other than that, I mean, it's been cool. I've enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, the last year has been tricky. Definitely haven't had the results I would have liked at all. However, I feel like there's still a lot of potential there, and I feel like the penny's going to drop eventually, and we'll hopefully get back to where I have been in the past.
You've been strongly connected with KTM. How did you feel throughout the time? I mean, the development, all the changes, and the overall progress that you had and the KTM as a factory had.
Yeah, look, I mean, if you look back, I started with KTM already in 2015, and not too much changes as you go through the programs because it's the same people at the factory, and you know, you're involved with the same group the whole time. So for me, it's been super cool. You know, I've loved every minute of it, and it's been super fun. But yeah, I mean, MotoGP has always been my main target to try and get right. Haven't quite got that right at all yet. I mean, we've had some good races here and there, but I would have liked to have been a lot more competitive. And yeah, for the moment, it's just trying to find my feet and find my way back towards the front.
Man, you are the master of the starts. Can you tell us what is the secret behind it? Or are you just naturally gifted, talented, and it just happens?
To be honest, I feel like when it comes to the start of the race, I always go forward somehow. I don't know how or why, what the reason is exactly, but somehow I feel like my KTM is incredible off the line. For sure, I think most of it is the bike's a rocket off the line, and I can always go into turn one being the person carrying the momentum, so you can decide where you're going. Whereas if you're the same as everybody around you, you've got to kind of try and slot in. But if you can carry a bit of extra speed going in, puts you in a position where you can make some moves. So yeah, it's been something that's really helped me in my career because my qualifying is nothing to shout about.
Well, those starts on all the MotoGP bikes are kind of thanks to all the little gadgets that are on a bike now, bikes nowadays. But this should be gone. Next year the rules will be different, and for example, the riding height device should be very limited or gone completely. Do you think that this will have a huge impact on the championship itself and how the riders are going to actually feel without those things?
Well, to be honest, I don't see it changing too much because, okay, other than, I mean, as you know, the starts, the speed of our starts with both devices engaged versus none is crazy. I mean, in 3 seconds you lose more than half a second. So yeah, it's insane the difference with devices and without. However, over the lap, the difference is not as big as what I think people think. You know, I think maybe there's a couple tenths over lap, if that, but maybe less. So yeah, once the race gets started, I don't think it'll change too much. But for the starts, it's definitely going to be a lot slower.
That actually makes me ask you another question. All those wings and winglets around in motorcycles are so important, yet sometimes during the race you see that there is an impact and a rider will lose a wing and still makes pretty much the same result and goes really fast. So how important the wings are? Because I don't know if they are actually very important or not as much.
You know, it's sometimes crazy, and I've asked myself the same question because you're so pedantic on which aero package you choose and how much downforce and all of that, and then all of a sudden you blow a wing off and you do almost the same lap time. So of course you have a lot more wheelie, or you battle to stop more, or there's always a big negative to it because obviously our package is the strongest one, so the one that we choose. So yeah, it's a little bit crazy, but there's always something to learn when we blow a wing off.
So we know there has been a huge interest from Tech 3 to get you, and especially from Günther Steiner, to have you in their team next year, right? will your decision be kind of based depending on whether they choose the KTM package or they might go to Honda or somewhere else, as the rumors are around?
To be honest, I don't really know yet. I think it's still early days, and yeah, need to see what how everything comes together in the next few weeks, and then we can try and make a decision to see what we can do for the future. But yeah, for the moment, my priority is try have a great weekend in Barcelona and put myself in a better position.
So you said you are 30 years old. How does the MotoGP life work with the family and everything? I know it's not easy, but you've been around for your entire life. That's what I did too, right? So it's kind of your lifestyle. So how difficult is it to combine that with the family?
To be honest, I feel like it's been really easy for me. I think I chose very wisely when I chose my wife, so she's pretty sharp, and I don't do much at all. Of course, I try to spend as much time with my kid and family as I possibly can, but you know, my wife has everything under control, and I do all the fun stuff. So yeah, of course, traveling with the baby sometimes can be a little bit of a handful, but other than that, it's cool. I'm really enjoying it.
So final question. You are actually very popular in Czech Republic. You probably know about that, right? It's not just because of your win in Brno back 2020. It was.
Yeah, it's been a while.
that was great, right? But also for your mechanic Dan, obviously. So, are you looking forward to be again in Brno? And what connection do you feel to Czech Republic?
Well, you know, Czech man is the legend from Popuvky, so he's just down the road. And yeah, you know, I feel like I have the coolest team around me I could ever ask for, and Czech man always makes it special whenever we go there. We always go to his house, hang out a bit, have a few beers, and barbecue. So it's always good. And yeah, of course, I always have a soft spot for Brno because I got my first Grand Prix win there. I've always loved racing there too. So yeah, I always enjoy my time in the Czech Republic.